What is going on, guys? Blazesamurai here, and here's a Constellar deck profile. I got first with this at locals last Wednesday. I beat Windups, 2 Evil Swarms, and Mermails. Actually, no, I lost to Mermails, but I went 3-1, got first. Mermails got third, and Evil Swarms got second. So, I haven't done Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while on this channel, so here's a deck profile. Before I actually show you the cards, Constellars are very similar to Windups. How they were last format, at least. Windups were mostly XYZ based and played a lot of traps to control. Well, that is how Constellars are, meant to be XYZ based and control. And I'm sorry in advance if this video is a little bit long, because I think that there aren't that many deck profiles of Constellars post Tachyon with Sombra. So I feel that I should explain a little in depth about all these cards and why I play them. So let's get into this video. First off, I play 3 Constellar Kaos. Kaos, or Kos, is basically your wind-up shark times 2. And this card's the key card in your deck. Is what makes all your rank 5 plays. And next I play the triple Polox. Polox is same as Caster and Evil Swarms. You normally summon Polox, normally summon Kaos. Kaos effect, they're both level 5, and overlay. That's all there is to it. Next is 3 Algid. Algid is like Marauding Captain. Normally summon Algid, special summon Kaos from your hand, and Kaos effect making them both level 5. Overlay. So in the end, it's the same end result with Algid as Polox. You both get a rank 5. But Polox is the better card because Polox cannot be Effect Veilered or Breakthrough Skilled or whatever. But Algid can. That's the one downside about Algid. Next, I play 3 Sheridan. Sheridan is Stratos of the deck. So you play 3. The only bad part about this is he or she is 700 attack right there and level 3. So it doesn't have that much synergy with XYZing, but it's still a Stratos, and you usually side out one or maybe all of them games 2 and 3. This card is only really good when it's a slow game, like slow-paced, grindish game. So against E-Dragons or Spellbooks, I would side them out. But against maybe I can't think of any slow decks out there, but if you play a slow game, then yeah. Now the new card is the card that makes this deck actually good and consistent. 3 Constellar Sombra. What Sombra does is the same exact thing as Kyrkion for Evil Swarms. You banish a Constellar from your graveyard, add one from your graveyard to your hand, and then you can normal summon again. So this makes some really crazy XYZ plays and gets you a free plus. And this card is another key card. This card and Kaos are probably the 2 most important monsters in the deck, and it's really amazing. And then last monster is an Honest, because everything is light, and yeah. I actually never used Honest the whole day, but yeah. So I believe that's 16 monsters. And then spells, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Born, staples. Some people argue that Heavy Storm, Dark Hole aren't staples, but in my locals there really aren't any E-Dragons and only a few spellbooks. So at my locals, the meta is mostly random rogue decks, tier 2 decks and stuff. So Dark Hole, Heavy Storm is still relevant for me. And then Rhoda to search for your Polox. That's, yeah. I play triple Lance because why not? Lance is a good card. Saves your monsters, and helps you attack over things. And it's an easy side out for games 2 and 3. I play triple Tenki. Oh, by the way, I don't play bear in my deck. Mainly because I don't have a bear, but that's the only reason why I don't play bear. If you have a bear, play it. Play at least 1, maybe 2. But it's just I don't, so yeah. Tenki, search for bear if you play it, and Kaos. And, Kaos is this card right here. the wind-up shark, the main card, and this is kind of like your factory. Like I said, it's related to wind-ups. So, searches for your key card is always good. And double MST, because I think 3 is too many, because, yeah, no one plays traps, really. How many spells was that? Let me count. 12? Yeah, it's 12 spells. And then traps. Double bottomless against, really good in bottomless with Dragosack or Big Eye. Double torrent. The Solemn. And double mirror force. Double breakthrough skill. Because I have 2 breakthrough skills. Like, I pulled an ulti like 2 months ago, and I traded for this ultra like 2 months ago. They've been sitting in my binder for a while, and I was just like, why not? Because I don't main Veiler. I feel this is better than Veiler because you activate twice, and yeah. Last 2 traps are Call the Haunteds. Call the Haunted's really amazing, especially in this deck because, like I said, you XYZ a lot. XYZ is your only win condition in the deck, so whenever maybe you can just call the Haunted Kaos and overlay, or you can call Sombra and activate Sombra's effect, and you basically keep plussing, like +2 I think, and then normal summon overlay, and then you can normal summon again. It's also a neat trick to do is call Honest, and Honest his ability can bounce him to the hand, so you can use Honest again. Or just, maybe call any other random monster in your graveyard to overlay, because overlaying is this deck's main win condition. So that's 12 traps. Very, very control-based. How I like to play the game. And, yeah. So, extra deck, rank 3s, Zenmains, never made it. So yeah, but I still play just because he's good rank 3. If I have 3 Sheridans on the field, 2 Sheridans on the field, or if I ever want to make Kaos effective reduce levels. But also I would recommend Levier because you banish with Sombra and you side defissures and maybe take your opponent's banished monsters. Levier is a good card. I just don't have one right now, so yeah. Rank 4s, I'm going to start with the ones that I don't use because they're bad. Start with Paladimio. I made this once, game 3 against Murmillos, and I lost because of it. This card is 2000 attack. It's basically useless. I think there's absolutely no situation where I would use this. So yeah, he's bad. Utopia, never made it. He's bad because you don't need him. Law Chain, he's not bad, it's just you don't need him, and I only play him because I have 1 DT Ultra, and yeah. Cowboy, I never made him, but he's just a good, like, in case, situational, monster when you just have to burn them for game. Yeah, I never did that, though. Like, the best rank 4 in all of Constellar rank 4s, Precipice. Precipice is like a Kalute on legs, I guess you can say. You detach one, and any Constellar gets 1000 attack until the end phase. So target himself, he becomes 34, which is, I think, which it is the primary reason why Cowboy in attack mode is useless, and why Paladimio is useless. Because he is 34, gets over everything and anything. Last rank 4 is Shockmaster, because Shockmaster wins games, enough said. Rank 5, Volcasaurus is amazing. Why? Because he burns extreme amounts of damage, and then you go Gaia Charger, and then you attack. Tyrus is also a pretty good card. You attack when they have a lot of back row, and he lives, or she, I don't know. Adrius, never made him, but I don't know. Just because I have extra room. I was supposed to get a Zemaya off my friend that day, but he didn't show up, so put an Adrius, and yeah. But I know some Constellar players do you like to side or main Eradicator? And this is an Eradicator target EEV, so yeah. Now, the best freaking card in your extra deck, and I think he is also another reason why he makes all the other XYZs obsolete. Because Pleiades, if you don't know what he does, he is a compulse on legs times 2. So he can bounce any monster or card on the field. So I think that's mainly why, again, why Paladamio is obsolete. Because if you want to run over a monster, instead of making Paladamio, you bounce it. And then, yeah. And you can do it on your opponent's turn too, so it's also pretty cool. And you can also bounce any card, so it's spell traps. So some cool things to do, like maybe you bounce your 10 key and you search again if you play bear or whatever. You bounce Call the Haunted after you used it and use it again, and it's pretty awesome. And then another awesome XYZ is Constellar Ptolemy M7. He has 2 effects, but you don't really use his secondary effect that often. His first effect is, let's say you have Pleiades, no materials, useless 25 beater. Well, you can go bam, M7, and then you have 27 beater, and next the turn you do this, like you can do this. You can ride M7 over any Constellar XYZ, including like Precipice, or even another M7, but that's stupid. The turn you do that though, you can't activate a secondary effect, and his secondary effect, I'm not sure if you can read it, but it's, detach, target a monster on the field or in either place graveyard, return to your hand. So in a way, he's like Pleiades. You can bounce a monster on the field, but he's also like a good recycler to get back Sombra or any monster in your graveyard back to your hand, and then he's awesome. So I play 2 only because I have 2 DT Ultras. I never made 2. This card, you would think he's the boss monster that you would make him like every game, but in all honesty, he's the real boss monster, Pleiades. And M7 is, you don't make him that often, but I play 2 because I have 2. Then the last card is Gaia Dragon, an amazing XYZ, breaks the mechanics of the game. Ride over any rank 5 or 6, and you play like 10 rank 5s and 6s, so yeah. 26 and Pierce. Now, that's the extra deck. Some things, I don't play Zenmaio because I don't have one. Play Diamond Direwolf if you have one. I don't play Omega simply because my local's on Wednesday and I didn't get this till last Thursday, so yeah, but I do play Omega in the future. Side deck, let's go through this really quick because I can't make this video over 15 minutes. Double Maxi, double Trag against decks that spam. Double Pub Plank against Spellbooks and E-Dragons. Third MST against trap heavy decks like Evil Swarms. D-Fisher against Mermails. Soul Taker against Heroes, I guess. Ghost Match against anything that's not all one element, like E-Dragons and Windups. Dustiners against backer heavy decks like Evil Swarms, and yeah, Evil Swarms. There are a lot of Evil Swarms in my locals, so yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this deck profile. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be here to help. And yeah, definitely check out my other videos, my binder, some stuff, and check out my Facebook page, link in the description. And sorry I haven't made a lot of videos, but I'm back with the new phone and camera and stuff. And yeah, Blaze Samurai, like, comment, subscribe, peace out YouTube.